can't make me say it.
Say it.
You can't make me say it.
Say it.
Darwin was wrong.
Louder.
Darwin was wrong.
Look at the camera and say it louder!
Darwin was wrong!
Hello and welcome to another episode of 300 Seconds of Science. My name is Sydney Carlisle. What's Napoleon's favorite animal in Napoleon Dynamite? A liger. What's that, you say? A liger is a hybrid. Hybridization is the process of producing a hybrid. A hybrid is any of mixed origin, or the combination of two or more different things. More specifically, hybridization refers to the process of producing offspring by mating two parents from different varieties or species. It is sometimes used synonymously with crossbreeding. Crossbreeding is defined as the process or the act of producing offspring, particularly through mating two purebred individuals that come from different breeds or varieties. Now, how does hybridization play a part in evolutionary theories? Hybridization has a stigma of being seen as unnatural or rare. It played little role in classical Darwinian theory. This theory relies on emergent variation and selection for the origin of species. Darwin did not attribute the importance of hybridization until his later years. In this book, however, Darwin does touch upon his tree of life metaphor. The tree of life is a model and research tool used to explore the evolution of life and describe the relationships between organisms. For Darwin's branching tree of life diagram to work, innovations must be passed through ancestor-descendant relationships. These innovations move vertically up the branches over time by inheritance of chance mutations. Hybrids interfere with this picture by allowing branches to share genetic information horizontally all at once. And if the branches can rejoin by backcrossing, the tree metaphor becomes more like a net. There are three things that bring about the newfound relevance of hybridization in evolution. The first involves microbes, when horizontal gene transfer was considered to be common. Horizontal gene transfer doesn't just make it hard to construct a tree of life, it makes it impossible. The second involves plants. As far back as 1949, it was a radical idea to suggest that plant species shared genes via hybridization. Botanists grew to accept this idea, but zoologists resisted. The third is the rest of biology, animals. Starting in the 1990s, zoologists began seeing hybridization as more than just a breeder's trick. Here's three examples that natural hybridization contributes to speciation in animals. Researchers witnessed a hybrid finch establishing its own population with its own phenotype in its own ecological niche. A researcher's work on Ecuadorian butterflies proved that 30% of Heliaconius species formed hybrids. They'd swap wing patterns and sometimes generate new ones. In 2010, a comparison between the genome of a Neanderthal and people today showed that our ancestors had mated with their archaic cousins. This means that their ancient children were hybrids. The Neanderthals had mated with other modern humans, which leaves their distant descendants, that's us, with a permanent Neanderthal legacy. Not long afterward, DNA from another archaic human population, the Denisovans, showed up in the modern human genome. Previous data showed the idea that animal species can't hybridize, or if they do, they will produce inferior or infertile offspring. Such reproductive isolation is a part of the classic definition of a species. But many animals actually violate that rule. Not only do they mate with related species, but hybrid descendants are fertile enough to transfer DNA back to their parental species. Darwin's tree of life is no longer distinct. It can now be seen as an interconnected web. It looks like that's all the time we have on 300 Seconds of Science. Can you believe that you have Neanderthal DNA in you? Leave a comment or send us a tweet. Also, don't forget to subscribe to ZTV 300 Seconds of Science on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and give us a heart on Instagram. I'm Sydney Carlisle, and this was 300 Seconds of Science. So go out, enjoy life, and stay curious.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. To find out how you can make Emmy-winning media, visit the UA School of Communication online. ZTV. Make media. Make a difference.